Danganronpa. So, Chihiro's fine. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Well, I wanna look at Chihiro's corpse. Yo, Chihiro, who killed you? Was this guy? I'll stab him. I'll stab him with my gun. Fine, I'll look at the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall. In blood. Wow, I thought that was Pepto-Bismol.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. I don't remember what voice I gave her. But, you know, that thing. Okay, try and make sure this is audible. Mike. Yep. That thing about writing bloodlust. Blood. Doesn't it sound kinda familiar? No. A murderous fiend who kills again and again. A bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They are like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch. Dang it, there they go again. Haha. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
What?
Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderer's fiend. Where famous all across the country. Sorry, Miyagi doesn't have the ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation. Downright cool kill.
What is this?
This is some Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack.
What?
Oh. The real Genocide? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene of the crime, surprisingly, at their stupidity.
Well,
Right, their stupidity. I can't imagine. I don't want to read that. Boring. I'm not reading anything he has to say. Toko. It's pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Someone. Hey. Mike. Okay. It's working. Yeah, I have some more. Mm. Liquid chocolate. Mm. Chocolate. That's pretty good. She fainted. Did not sound good. Coco. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko, trying to shake her awake. Wake up. Wake up. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up.
Oh.
She is homophobic. Wait, hemophobic. I heard that's homophobic. I have to do with my classmates, so literally anything that can be confused for homophobic, I'll read it like that because apparently to them biology is homophobic. Like, hey, do you know what this biology homework is? Homophobic. I wanted to know the answer, not if this thing was homophobic.
Just a second.
Stop punching her in the face. She isn't waking up. Here, hit her in the head with this. Okay. She's now bleeding. Now you're the murderer. Ha ha. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leaped straight into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing, ignoring the physical... Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so fucked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. That sounds like a person named Genocide. Genocider Show. Or, if you want to call her what I called her when me and one of my friends were playing, well, just talking about it, I completely kept messing up Genocider Show. Gendercider. Whoa. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head really hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truths and a web of lies.
Well...
No. Everything's fine.
I see!
So,
Don't make me repeat myself.
Of course! Yoo-hoo!
Mic check. There we go. But not make me need to do that again. If I look past me. What does that freak you? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls. You know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you play to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing. Give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Hey. I sure did, chum. An AK-47.
Monokuma file!
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much... Nope, don't want
See ya later!
So please do your very tippity-top. The voice. Tippity-top. Best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Like, I don't want to. Examining the corpse of one of our own, or of one of our friends. Having all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh no!
I hate it too. Sorry,
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey! Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is simply an object. You're fairly inauthentic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmap the culprit, we all die. And I'm Byakuya Togami, and I don't want anyone to think I want me to die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon. What do you want? What do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere right now. Go ahead.
Damn you! Piece of shit!
Calm down. Because...
Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro?
That's right.
Then, unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What? Hey! Hey!
Hold on. What if that's your worry? You don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What?
Actually,
not allowed to read his. He's a creep. I just came up with that. I mean, I heard my phone go off. What is it, phone? A message. Ah. Oh wait, I mean my Monokuma phone. Definitely not an actual phone. I'm Monokuma. How's that? Oh bloody hell! Why were you open? I'm Monokuma. I don't have a normal phone. You don't. You got normal phones. You guys don't have normal phones. You have mono tablets. This is a mono phone. Don't look at me like that, Hajime. Okay, Makoto? Why did you just call me Hajime? Ah! He spoiled the next game and stabbed me to death. Oh. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added.
So then...
Hey!
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one word, totally murder that.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell. For now, I'll catch you guys at the trial. Class trial. I can't and he is thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off. Yeah!
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation stout suit. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, we never win. I don't feel like reading that.
Naturally. What?
The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No,
Stop
I just...
talking.
You seem to have some limit. Be a fool, you stupid idiots. Look, idiots who think that's how you pronounce my name. Contributing to investigation. So you're inviting me to...
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like...
That's right.
Dumbbell, baby. Now. Poster, this poster. The poster has gotten blood on it. No, that, it was in the girl's room. That was in the guy's room. Bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written blood, okay. Blood splatter. Oh wait, that's flesh. Who would have guessed?
Very strange.
The more strange it all.
What?
Is that what you want to say? I wonder about... You, I want to talk to you. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. Well. What makes you say that? So, you're saying she came here to exercise? Well, according to the Monokuma file, well, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However...
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come here with someone else. Okay, Sakura's account. Wait, Sayaka. Yeah, wait, Sakura. Yeah. Bianca, I want to get your testimony. She took... she pumpkin... Every inch of the body. Poke, poke, boop, 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 boop. Huh. You're a very strange woman, you know? Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating. Yo, I think she might have done the murder. I think she might have been the murderer. Mondo! Dude, a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about all I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do. Remember she said that more than once. She did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. Why is that? Why does it have stars? She was a girl after all. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Okay, we got Mondo's account. Thank you. Now, I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. Gotta check if my mic is on. It is. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. You're so pushy. Got caught up with the wrong person this time. I want to check the boys. I want to check the boys. I want to check the girls. I want to check the girls. Wait. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's not fun if you don't... What? Okay, you know what? No, I'm checking here. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. No, I need to look in there. A monocoin? What? Please. What does Bianca mean? You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. You've already spent plenty amount of time checking there. There are plenty of... I'm gonna commit a murder. Where do we go? Okay. Remember there's card scanner.
What?
Do you have an issue with it? So you should take it up with Monokuma.
Did you call for me?
You called for me?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question
You
for you.
need something?
Sure, what is it? What's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep. Unbelievable. Of course!
So, in other words, such ignorance.
Yep. Why you? Unbelievable.
That's fine. What? Very strange. I see.
Damn it! Making me angry! Now I'm really angry! That's impossible! I can't hear you!
What?
What?
That's fine.
Mic check. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Currently, I want to review Chihiro's cure, but more precisely. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that
Don't
killed
make me repeat
Chihiro?
myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack.
What?
Alright? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again. Who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost. Suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this famous serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. But still, could one of us really be a demented psychopathic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean a little more right now. I have something that will prove it, and can show you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a Is there really proof? There's someone I'd like to take you. Well, I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that... evidence. Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your
I
help.
don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me.
please,
Fine. Take us.
please.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Good to know it's an emergency. What happened? We're out of food! Oh no, that is an emergency.
well,
Something's wrong with Tenko. Tenko. What game am I thinking of? Tenko. I'm thinking of V3, sorry. There's something wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we could take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself. I love Byakuya. He's the best. Him, Nagito, and Kokichi, best. Elite.
yeah.
She's doing the speed one. Okay. Come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms to take to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Junko. Yeah, we need to go check on Junko. Toko is... no, I want to talk to Byakuya. Wait, that's his Junko, though. Oh, wait, yeah. Byakuya. Okay?
Such ignorance.
You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. How tall is Byakuya? Dead. He's 6'1". How tall is Makoto? Well, no wonder he's this low. Anything that got two bullets. Tell me Makoto is not the shortest one out of everyone. Yo, Mondo be 6'2"? 6 foot. If I'm correct, Yasuo was like 500 years old. This man be shorter than Kyoko! And, he is the same height as him. This man be shorter than Toko! His sister's the same... Yo, what? But, like, literally, Toko's the same height as his sister! 5'5", huh. Junko, 5'7", dang! Whoa, 410. 90 pounds? I don't care if you're a man or a female. Gotta get some meat on those bones. Oh crap, wait, you're dead. Leon, how tall are you? 5'9". Now I'll go over who I'm taller than. I am taller. Shorter. 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 Short. I'm literally shorter by an inch. Shorter. Taller. Same height. Taller. Taller. Shorter. Taller. Shorter by an inch. And taller. It's not very hard to be taller than someone who's 4'10". I gotta go get my mom real quick. Hey. Okay, so my mom, I found someone that she's taller than. Like, okay. Not him. Okay, so that makes sense. No question what I was doing. Mic check. Okay, always gotta do that. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to herself. Yeah, good idea. Toko, let me in. Toko. I may as well give this a shot. Ding dong. Oh crap. No.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
Wow, I don't know why, but I sound like Nagito Kamida. The best character in all of Danganronpa. Rather than Byakuya. Like Gonta, top 10 greatest, but we talk about characters that aren't Gonta, Nagito, wait, no, Byakuya, Nagito, and then Kokichi.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
What? What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a while ago. Ow. Ow, drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous lane. Doesn't make any sense. I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust out her door down, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Yo, Byakuya. I'm Byakuya. Hey, Byakuya, think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean...
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You were gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door and pressed the doorbell.
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're so annoying. Bacula. Bacula? Who's Bacula? Wait. Bacula? I don't remember.
Byakuya.
It's Byakuya. Bacula? It's Byakuya. Byakuya. Say it with me. Byakuya. Not Backia. You fucking dumb bitch. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep a promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control over ever again. And with that door slammed, that even Byakuya couldn't pull it out. I off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! Well, I thought it was Bacula. Gotta check the mic, Bing bong. Okay, and I heard the catch up. I try, the library? Come on, let's go. Time to read about who the hell is your... Wait, what? Huh. There's are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. But I got money! What are you with money? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Okay. Sorry, sir. Up the door! Oh, what? Huh? Wait, what? That's actually important. I thought I just misclicked. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It all makes sense. It'll all make sense once you're inside. Well, there's so many books and files. And so much stuff.
So, in
too.
other words,
I would say there is enough value in this place to endure the dust. Books. There are so many files used stuffed onto the shelves. What's in all of these things?
that's enough.
These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths about the commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council. Controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared, take a look. There, all some value. Interesting people, very interesting people. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just leave it to him. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to step that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in the peeking at it. Without making a sound, I place that back. Be off ya! If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that the value for yourself. Books. There's a ton of things. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. These things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All these files, there are investigations or reports related to different cold cases. These are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh.
That's right.
Oh. Hold on. But we have. Wait, what? I see. There's a wooden box, it's empty. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It needed very useful while I was in the library. Huh? It's a death trap.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it all over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the splendors of the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room. right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police record things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be
Such
for real,
ignorance.
right? That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your freaking reality, you label it a lie. It's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields or purpose. It is me, Byakuya Togami. I'm doing this voice to make sure that my mic records. Ah, it does. Huh. This sounds like here's me. And then here's me doing the Byakuya voice. Sounds like I'm just trying to be a little more fancy. Fancy. Well, me doing the Byakuya voice often just means I'm doing the Byakuya. Because I can actually do his voice. And then I also, well, I used to be able to do Gundams, but my voice just got older. And I can't even do Kokichi. Ah, I see. Well, time to continue. Or perhaps the mastermind have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. I don't care. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usually, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the natural nature of anything. Don't pull any punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usually is based on your common sense, correct? Am I correct? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? Hold on. My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers, as well as domestic. Huh? How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will all allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is how I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I solved more than a few of those cases by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
That's right.
This is the complete case. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack has been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every scene of the crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victim are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each. Only key officials, and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Yo, why you mount the victim? Yo, get off him! Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspension and the victim?
That's right.
Suspending the victim. That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
the culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. I thought it was Gendercider Show. It's Genocider Show as well.
in other words, interesting.
To manage to ferret out a case or two. Okay, so I move my mic. So, this is actually figure out a case or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Wait, what? There's a thing up? A camera. I'll get down on my knees and beg.
That's fine.
You didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh, wait. That's a guy, and that's a guy. They're all guys. They're all guys though. Chihiro isn't a guy though. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. That's the something I didn't.
So, in other words, let's go. I don't have time to play with you.
Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself. You do something useful, move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. I gotta get to the boys. I don't like him. Gotta check the boys. Wait a second. This is of the popular boy band. Wait, yeah. That doesn't work with the boys' room. And there's a strange stain on the who pooped on the carpet? Okay. Now leave there. Because that Mike. Okay, so that was very important because look, hey Kyoko,
Indeed.
generally speaking,
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concretely on but
so then,
a murder. Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. I guess I'll take a look at the body again. Is their handbook missing? Mondo, where's the handbook at? Okay. Those aren't ropes. That's the extension cord. That's the extension cord. Ooh. Wait. Wait. He, Genocide Jack, or Genocide Show, would use scissors. Those aren't scissors. They always have them on them. Was it Byakuya? Wait. No, it can't be him. It can't possibly be Byakuya. It can't be Byakuya. I believe it was me. It was me. Nope, not Byakuya. There was no chance it was him. Okay, Mondo. No. Wait, what is that? Wait. What's left? Wait, what's actually left? Wait. There's workout equipment in here. Yeah. I need to get people's alibis. Lifesaver. symbol in here.
I feel.
That's it. Well,
There isn't.
Of course. However.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm done here. Need to get everyone's testimony.
How unfortunate.
I don't feel like reading anymore. Just want to get to the end of this.
Huh?
are you?
Found it all. Okay. Now I get to do the next temple. Less people than before, because we're missing Leon and Chihiro. Yes. Okay, set skills. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, then I'll punish everyone. Okay, let's talk about...
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
That certainly
Poor Chihiro.
Chihiro's. It appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it was
An iron pipe.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
Shut up.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Yes, actually.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of genocide, I don't know who that is!
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
I'm sure. Case closed.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
Got it. Yeah, that's pretty hard.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's
This man low-key went... Wait, is my mic working? I always have to check this. This man low-key went like, I think that's boob lust. That's a D. Boob lust. It's blood.
actually bloodlust.
But more important is the
No, it's actually bloodlust.
other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I got it!
Yeah, big brain.
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logic. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Split personality. Hey, man's gambit.
Now I understand.
What is that?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Thank you for alerting me how to say those words.
Oh, okay. But still, go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Oh, I might die. I'm actually going to die.
I got it!
You're alive, wait.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then...
I already read this, and I don't feel like reading it again.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
You shut up.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
That is true.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of
Mike. Killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Ooh! Cold-blooded. My favorite type of man. Cold-blooded.
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Yeah.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
No, not correct.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
That man be cold-blooded. Again, like I said, my favorite type of man, cold-blooded.
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
I didn't care at all, but you still did, so I'm gonna tell everyone.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh, got him.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
oh!
You said if I kept my promise.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't, man. No, he didn't.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. Like, literally, in real life, I'm pretty much just a mix of Byakuya and Nagito.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried! I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you!
No, you don't. You want him. We all know this. Whoever's played Danganronpa or watched the anime knows.
The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't
Meme. Oh, she's already back up.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? Yes! What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Commit a murder.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Well, ain't no game.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Quick, if I was there, I'd just start laughing like, what's so funny? Are you blinded? Yes.
So intense.
Hey. That's... I don't like my girls. I actually like them not intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
What?
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Okay, that is true.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
True.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
She's only killed men. She's only killed men.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches complete. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
When you compare your past, the modus operandi matches what? More proof. Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an alibi.
When you compare your the modus operandi matches.
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or... This is no creation of mine!
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their... And there's more. One more conflicting
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
I got it!
There we go, baby.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement! Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
I killed men.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
Men.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Cute. disguise.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
She only kills men.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Bingo! Bullseye, right on the money, baby!
What are you talking about?
I just realized I had like a little bit of Genocide Jill. Then you got Genocider Show. Then you got it dead on who I am.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Money. Alright. Bingo.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged man madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line!
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you!
I'm not a gutter dog. I'm a Mexican.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
No, it was a joke when I said it was a joke when I said Byakuya. I said that was a joke. I said that was a joke. I said that was a joke. No, Byakuya.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Did this man just say Byakuya? No, it's Byakuya, not Byakuya. Who is he, huh?
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Don't tell me it was him.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, When would you say I began acting suspicious?
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls'
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the...
Okay. I think I know what it is. No one knew who it was. Monokuma 502.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely... That's a natural reaction.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Shoot!
So, you said but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural... The victim, what so of course I would say...
There was no time for point. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd take me with you.
Wait, I know who it is then.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So, of course, I would suggest
there was no time for... What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd take me. Me with you?
So, you said Byakuya was acting, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check. There was no time for... What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting... kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro. So, of course, I would
suggest we check. There was no time. What's so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya was acting... But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity...
I gotta look it up. I'm going to look this up. This is getting on my nerves.
Adventure has a new look. The all-new 20
Zalesi means exercise in voices. Most of the collection names are all... Hey, I'm Jay from the top... But the police knew it. One, I basically can use one of the statements as a potential flashback for any future contradictions. So I just have to see how I can do this, okay? So, weird.
Wait, what?
opportunity that...
Check out the... That's unnatural!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl, so of course I would suggest we check.
There was no time. What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, so I figured it out.
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity...
That's unnatural!
The victim
was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Shoot! I refuse to give up yet!
Okay, game. No, I figured it out.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
What do you want me to do? Watch this video again.
Okay. So I can load another bullet inside of the truth bullet. That actually makes sense.
Shoot!
I have to hit stay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the...
But he was acting... If you're presented with the opportunity...
That's unnatural!
The victim was Chihiro, so of course I would
suggest we check. There was no time. What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he was acting... If you're presented with the opportunity...
That's unnatural!
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong!
I got it.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us. What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
That was a girl.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
This game just saved Byakuya.
What? The difference? You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be some...
Hey, Byakuya,
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference? You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be some...
hey, Byakuya.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else
must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I hate you!
What?
The difference? You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same... But, Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be some...
Hey, Byakuya, I'd never
Seen that rope before
In my life.
No, that's wrong! Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right? What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look... What about all that bothers her?
I got it!
Yeah.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, don't just move on without...
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
I got it! The poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
I agree, Jill.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Wait a second.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the but Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into...
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
I know how. Get your argument. Handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Nope, I'm stupid.
Shoot!
Is it really? Could Chihiro really have gotten...
She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
Yep.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
If she had that, she could get into the boys'
Locker room, no problem.
That is actually it.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her. She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't...
She used the thing that... Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about
Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong!
That's correct though.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just...
It seems like there's no way she could have gotten...
Okay then, I vote...
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' club.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial reset.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us?
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Wait, what?
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a...
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back.
Then everyone got back to the trial.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
That is true.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Yeah.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I think it was by that creep.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Hey, I get the joke.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Plot twist, Byakuya Togami is gay.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Did you realize he did not know that he was a he?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
No, he isn't. He's just being himself.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I
don't believe it's him. I don't believe it's him.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Yep, my mic is working.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but... it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you.
Effing with you right now.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe.
Then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Wait,
because if
who could
we're
it be
wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn,
Do you not have the course?
Anyway,
Our lives are all on the...
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I got it!
There was a guy. But... No. It can't be him. It can't.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any...
It's over. It's all over.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer!
And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Celeste of them. Celeste.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto. That's Makoto. Ow, my elbow.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather... Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Mic check. I'm up. Okay. That worked.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
What? Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already...
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was Just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yep.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black!
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks!
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
First of all, we know which he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one...
So,
the killer
Was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
I thought it was that one. No.
Shoot!
First of all,
We know which he was on his way, so next we have to. Why did he choose?
What do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one...
So,
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black!
I don't. He's exercising.
I have a white track. I got it from the
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a
Okay,
chance.
okay, so I just messed up there.
First of all, he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean,
I got it!
Don't you hate standing like a squirrel?
Picked that... It matched the one...
So,
The killer was wearing the same blue
Tracksuit as him?
My tracksuit is black!
What? Wait. Oh.
First of all, he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
what do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what you're... The killer was
Wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, it's wrong.
Oh.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro?
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
Oh no, Mondo.
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then... Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
no, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
As if he was the murderer.
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Mondo.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hand.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
It was in a duffel bag.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
No, Mondo, wait, no, Mondo. Don't tell me it's Mondo, don't tell me
It
it's
would
them.
appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question. There was a certain maybe you didn't. You only called and after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as. Once I picked up on that, it occurred.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightening.
No, no, you look at this. Oh!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist that,
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably...
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
Huh? You're asking me?
Come on, Kuma.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
I'm sure
Then
I won't.
allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it! You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air
that's
around your
Mondo's.
skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get... So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Actually, yeah, same here.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
There we go, that's better. I like breaking the Easter eggs completely.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Yeah!
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Mondo.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Mondo. No.
Here's my answer! Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Wait, yeah.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Kind of impossible when it doesn't work. Wait, Mondo? Tell him to show his book. Book into your handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No,
Boom.
it's wrong!
First try.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Ooh, wait, ooh, no. Ooh, ooh.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
So then,
That's right. The punishment it suffered was nearly enough to destroy it. Wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries, if as such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time? That way, everything will become clear.
Don't tell me it's actually Mondo.
Here's exactly what happened.
Did they actually get it correct?
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Yep.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. Here's exactly what happened. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already... And that's how it all... Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
I am and I will.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! Refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it!
Mondo. Why, man?
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Ah, Mondo. I did pretty good. An A. Nice. I did better than last time. Last time I got a C.
Bro! What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Okay.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Come on, Mondo.
What? Unbelievable.
Sorry.
Now.
I've been streaming for 4 hours.
Correct.
What?
I just... Don't...
I'm sorry. Huh? But I want to change.
You piece of... What? What?
Huh?
You son of a bitch! Even after...
Yay, execution time. You could tell during this stream I literally stopped trying to read. I feel bad for Shiro. Ah, a motorcycle. That was very cool. The Cage of Death. What? Huh? What? No? What? Who turned on light mode? Mondo! No! Monduo! Why you died? Guys, listen, Mondo is butter now. Mondo's butter now. Get it? Mondo butter. So saying he's bitter now, he's butter. Have someone else play if you want to hear someone read.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now. After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh-hoo. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
That's the end of this stream. There's now 10 left. But wait, if there were 16 streams, wasn't that there 11? The crazy diamond, what? I'd like to save. Okay, well, I've saved. When I finished this game, the second game, I've downloaded the third game so I can finish that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next stream. Peace.